And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Defense.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can throw the ball without creating extra contact.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stop short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Murray a give. This is Connor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw is Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Murray now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Brown. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Able to slither by. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Fighting his way through contact. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching him.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They run behind center with Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Connor. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They fights him off, eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14.
14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Got a man, it's Brown. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are once again back in front. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. To try again after the sack. Hurts, and he fends him off. Flush to his right. They shakes him off. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Here's 3rd and 7. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray on the move. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
This is Connor running right. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Matt Prater for the Cardinal field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Another try for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But first down, Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
And there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. Cardinals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything. So Murray fighting, lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And just shedding him off there. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Murray getting this complete to counter. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now on first down. Wilson's got it complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. First down, Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now Murray again. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Again, it's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, Barkley breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, fighting off the defender. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the